Years may fade away. I'm so glad your love will stay. 'Cause I love you, and you've shown me, Jesus, what it really means to I love you, I love you, Lord, today.
Alright, hey musicians, how you doing? Glad to be with you today. Sean over here. Sean Wilson. You know, this is a massive song. It's got a massive MIDI file, and it's actually 4 songs in one. I thought it'd be fitting to do in the Easter time, because we've got Love, we've got Kirk Franklin's Love, you've got I Love You Lord Today, Edwin Hawkins, you've got Lamar Campbell's More Than Anything, and then towards the end, they're going out with No Greater Love on the Vamp, Jesus Went to Calvary. And so what I want to do is I want to run the song, show you some of the chords, show you some of the changes that they use if you're trying to play a song like this, and just kind of some of their unique chord voicing. So let's just start from the top and let's just talk it through. Now I'm gonna tell you now, I'm not gonna do this note for note. I'm just gonna give my own way of doing this, which is the best way I like doing it, because that way I don't have to be exactly accurate, but it's coming from having transcribed it, my feeling on what the best approach would be for a song like this. All right, so let's start from the top. All right, so we want to start the song. So we want to start the song all right, so that's how I would start it. So we want to start it. Now, if you have, if you can reach this, B flat, G flat, and a D flat. Now, I'm thinking we can keep this here, so where it may be easier to just change one note on the bottom. So to have it like this. Okay, and then Love, a word that comes and goes, which actually should start on the 1 in this case, if we look at it as being in E flat minor, but it's actually in G flat, right? Because we know that E flat minor is a relative minor, but it's not starting on that E, and so that gives you our first substitution, is that instead of using this E flat minor 9, right? Right, instead of doing that, we just go. So that's your first substitution, and a really nice one at that. So use this in the place of that minor on the 1. Okay? So notice how the piano is keeping the rhythm, and it's actually acting now as a rhythmic instrument to keep the time. And this is a good thing to do, especially because the piano is by itself and a lot of the drums aren't in. So at this point, if you were playing the piano by yourself, definitely would recommend you play in that way and maintain that sense of timing. So you have. All right, now I'm not, my sustain pedal isn't working that great today, but that's actually a good thing because it's forcing me to have to sustain these as much as I can. And what I would do is, now in the track they're only playing, they're doing it like this, but that adding that A flat to that chord will give you a little bit more color. And that B flat, holding that B flat with the pinky ties those together. Okay, it's little things like this that will make a difference in your sound, because we need to think about things at a really simple level instead of thinking them in terms of being so complicated. So I'm seeing this as holding that B down, that B flat down, and tying these notes in together. Like this is really just a G flat major chord. Okay, add 2, which is the second note, which would be an A flat, and drop that down. So, love, a word and then now I would go down to this E flat minor 9. Okay.
Word that comes and goes, but few people really know what
Okay, so they don't go down. So see how they keep it there? Now I like to the way I would play this differently, and again to make it real simple, is so I like, the one thing I like is by having this, so which is because they're holding that. Right, so that's a real easy way to play it, but I like the transition from the E minor. So it's really just a E flat, which is a 2-5-1, to the D flat. Now, and I like the F major against the D flat as well. And in fact, I may have even put that in the transcription, knowing full well that was not the chord in there, just because I liked it. See, I don't think they use that F major. They left it off. They don't even have the fifth. They don't even have the fifth note of the D flat chord. So that's why I did that, because if I unmute, I want you to listen to my, now this is me playing along with it now. See, in mine, you hear that. But in the original recording, I don't believe that's there. So just know that that's an addition that I made in that track on the MIDI file. And then I would use that voicing there, and then so because what's going on is it's really actually simple concept. It's just you're trying to get to this E flat. So that's really what's going on, right? So you're just walking up to this E flat, but that's our chord there. C, A flat, B flat, C, E flat, B flat on top, and then show me. And then this gospel, which again we need if you're playing in at a gospel church, you're gonna have to have that kind of transition. It's such a right. We that's a very popular transition in gospel. So you definitely want to memorize the G flat to this diminished, back to the G flat major to diminished again to D. So they go Jesus, right? And there's two things you could do. One thing you could do in your left hand is you can have that kind of a voicing there, which is a G flat, D, and an A flat. If you can't reach that far, then just do this, right? The other way to do it is to have the E flat here. If you can't reach that, bring that E flat up, it'll be here. Okay? So all of that will work as well for that kind of a voicing. Okay?
Show me, Jesus, what
So now one way we could do this is you can hear the notes here. One way to do this is to use this as a chord, and what's going to happen is this G flat, you can keep it the same while moving the other ones down. Move it down again. See how that sounds? Nice little sound. And then, but then if you want to, that one, just that chord there.
Love you, I love you, Lord, today.
Or something like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I will use this chord here, so C, A flat. And then go to there.
Love you, I love you, Lord, today. Because you care for me inside.
Right? Or which is a very popular. Okay.
In such a special way, and yes, I praise you.
Okay, that's a diminished chord. Okay.
Praise you. I lift you up and
So that's here. And then ba-da-da-da.
lift you up and I magnify your name.
Going. They're doing a pentatonic scale, all black notes, and then right. So just if you're trying to play this scale, you can play it over this, or you can just have in the left hand. You can have a E, A flat, B flat. Just try E flat there. That'll work too.
Magnify your name. That is why my heart is filled.
Okay, lift my hands in total adoration. This part should be all standard. Okay, because of you, my cloudy days are gone. And then we have this. So that's right before we get to our F half diminished. So, and then, so that's the chord there. And that's just, you don't have to do anything there, And then, now you could chord it, you could chord it if you wanted to. And that, I just did it. You could, if it were more built up, but at this point it'd probably be easier just to kind of, something like that.
I just wanna say that I love you more than anything.
Okay, now we're in the key of G. Went up a half step. I love you, Lord, today. The second verse. My heart, my mind, my soul belongs to you. this chord here. All right, and then against that E at the bottom. So what you're gonna do is and then my soul belongs to you, transition chords. And then on this E, which is a nice little substitution, instead of playing this E minor, we're just gonna go against the E at the bottom, so hold that. See, against that E sounds good. Instead of playing this, and that's a nice little lick to play while you're holding that E minor chord. They're doing it a little different, like I said. This is the way I'm voicing it. Okay, so way back on Calvary, and then we have this F minor chord, F minor. Actually, this is F major 9, A minor.